When we talk about the FBI, there's one name that immediately comes to mind, a name that has become synonymous with the agency itself, Edgar Hoover. Hoover was the first and longest-serving director of the FBI, holding his position from 1924 to 1972, a remarkable tenure that spanned nearly 5 decades. But Hoover was far more than just the head of an agency. He was an institution unto himself, a man whose influence shaped not only law enforcement, but the very fabric of American politics and society. His impact cannot be overstated, but despite the power he wielded, a fundamental question remains that has haunted his legacy for years. Was Hoover a protector of the nation, a guardian of justice, or was he, in fact, a man driven by a relentless hunger for power and control? To truly understand Hoover's complex legacy, we must take a deeper look at the man behind the iconic name, his rise to power, and the methods he used to shape the FBI into a force unlike any other. From his humble beginnings to his transformation into one of the most powerful men in the country, Hoover's journey was not just about crime fighting, it was about something much bigger: control. His vision for the FBI wasn't just to solve crimes. It was to protect a very specific kind of power, the power to control information, to shape public opinion, and ultimately, to protect his own position of authority. Edgar Hoover was born in 1895 in Washington, D.C., into a family with German-American roots. From a young age, he was determined to make a difference. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Hoover was not born into wealth or political privilege, but he had a singular focus, a drive to make an impact in the world of law and justice. Hoover's passion for order and structure led him to law school, and upon his graduation, he immediately joined the Department of Justice in 1917. It was there that Hoover began to build the foundation for what would become the most powerful law enforcement agency in the world. By 1924, Hoover was appointed as the director of the FBI. The country was in turmoil, with rampant organized crime and a government struggling to maintain control. Hoover saw this as an opportunity to build something more than just a law enforcement agency. He saw the FBI as a tool for shaping the future of the country, an institution that could bring order to chaos. Hoover's vision for the FBI went beyond crime fighting. He wanted the agency to be a symbol of national power, one that could enforce the law while keeping a watchful eye on the political landscape. And so, under Hoover's leadership, the FBI began its transformation. Hoover's vision for the FBI was nothing short of revolutionary. He didn't just want to fight crime. He wanted to shape the very nature of law enforcement in America. Hoover implemented new methods, utilizing cutting-edge technology and intelligence-gathering techniques that would set the FBI apart from any other law enforcement agency in the world. He focused on recruitment, ensuring that the agents who joined the FBI were not only qualified, but dedicated to the mission of building an institution that could stand the test of time. Under Hoover's direction, the FBI quickly became the country's premier law enforcement agency, a well-oiled machine capable of taking on the most dangerous criminals and criminal organizations. But Hoover was also aware that to hold on to the power he was gaining, he needed more than just an elite team of agents. He needed to control information, manipulate the narrative, and make sure that those in power saw the FBI as a vital tool in maintaining stability and order. While Hoover's leadership was undoubtedly effective, it wasn't without its dark side. In the pursuit of power, Hoover quickly realized that information was the ultimate weapon. He built an extensive network of secret files, not just on criminals, but on anyone he deemed a threat: politicians, activists, social leaders, even those in positions of power within the government. Hoover's files were a weapon of control, an asset he used to maintain his grip on the political landscape. Hoover's surveillance didn't stop at organized crime. He monitored civil rights leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., labor leaders, and anyone who opposed his methods. To Hoover, these individuals weren't just threats to the country, they were threats to his authority. His ability to manipulate information, to influence public opinion, and to ensure that his political enemies were silenced made him a powerful figure in Washington. But his methods raised serious questions. Hoover's grip on power became unshakable. He used the FBI as a tool for his own political maneuvering, manipulating public opinion through selective information and controlling how the media portrayed events. Hoover didn't just lead the FBI, he controlled it, using the agency to safeguard not just national security, but his own political standing. Behind closed doors, Hoover's influence extended to the highest levels of government, and even presidents were forced to contend with his power. While Hoover's actions undoubtedly helped maintain order, they also violated the very freedoms they were meant to protect. His manipulation of the media, his illegal surveillance of political figures, and his use of the FBI for personal gain created a dangerous precedent. Hoover's vision of national security came at the expense of personal liberty and privacy. When Hoover passed away in 1972, he left behind a legacy that was both celebrated and vilified. He built the FBI into an unparalleled force in American law enforcement, but at what cost? The use of secret files, the manipulation of information, and the surveillance of political opponents have all left a stain on Hoover's legacy. He was a man who saw power as a means of protecting the nation, but the methods he used to maintain that power have raised questions that continue to linger. Was Hoover truly a protector of the American people? Or was he a man so consumed by his thirst for power that he was willing to sacrifice the very freedoms he vowed to protect? The answer remains unclear, but one thing is certain. Hoover's legacy is as controversial as it is undeniable. Edgar Hoover's story is one of power, manipulation, and moral ambiguity. His influence on the FBI and American politics will never be forgotten, but the moral questions surrounding his actions continue to echo throughout history. Was Hoover a hero or a villain? A protector of the nation or a manipulator of power? We may never know the full truth, but we must never forget the lessons his story teaches us. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Hoover's legacy? Was he a protector or a manipulator? We'd love to hear your opinions. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories like this one. Thank you for watching.